I know this video is useful, children. Right from question number 1 to question number 20 of all the three papers I have explained very clearly in this video. So if you find this video is useful, so please share with your friends and ask them to watch this video so that even they will get benefit out of this. Hi students, welcome to 10 Power 100 Maths class. So in this video, so let's discuss about MCQs of your model papers, children. Okay, so Karnataka government has released three model papers. And so if you observe the model papers very clearly, so there is a pattern in that, children. Okay, so everything I'll explain very clearly in this video. So if you're watching my video for the first time, so please subscribe to my channel, and for all the math videos, so just follow my channel. Okay, so I'll just tell you briefly about this video. So in this video, how I'm going to explain is, so now question number 1. So now question number 1 is from relation function. All the three questions from the three model papers I have taken together, and I'm going to solve like that. Okay, next question number 2, question number 3. So all the model paper questions I have taken. So this will help you to gauge like what kind of questions they have asked, and what kind of the parameter that they have followed when it comes to these questions. Okay, so this is what is very important. So just watch this video till the end, children, so that you get some benefit out of this. So let's get into the video. So there are quite a few instructions in the model paper itself, so you just go through that. So let's focus on MCQs. So now this is the first question from model paper 1. Consider the following equivalence relation on Z. The set of integers r is equal to a comma b, is that 2 divides a minus b. Okay, so 2 divides a minus b is the question. Now they're asking if x represent the equivalence class of x, then what is equivalent class of 0? Okay, so now this is the relation. Along with 0, what is that? What are the set of numbers that we that we are going to get? That is what the meaning of equivalence class of 0. Okay. Now here the question is 2 divides a minus b. So now when you subtract two numbers, the answer that you're going to get, that has to be the divisible. That has to be divisible by 2. Okay. So now if you see, apart from option A, all other numbers have odd numbers 1, 2, 3. So those numbers we have. So when you do 0 minus odd numbers, we end up getting odd number itself. And you know that odd numbers are not divisible by 2, right? So with that, I'm going to select option A as the right answer, because you subtract 0 minus 2 or 0 plus 2. So anything you do, the final product, okay, the final product, whatever you do, the final product has to be the the number that is divisible by 2, children. So by considering that condition, I can easily choose that option A is the right answer. So next one, if a relation R on the set 1, 2, 3 be defined by R is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2. So then what kind of relation is this? So it's very simple for us. Now if you see the set, it is actually 1, 2, 3. There are 3 elements, but the relation has only 1, 1 and 2, 2. There is no 3, 3, right? So that is not, in that case, easily we can select it is not a reflexive. So if it is not reflexive, look at this. So other options are not at all focusing on reflexive. So let's see the other parameter. Now is it symmetric? 1, 1, the ulta of 1, 1 is 1, 1 itself, so it's there. 2, 2, so once again it's there, it's symmetric. And look at the transitive condition. So 1, 1 is there, so there is no order pair which is starting with 1, and 2, 2 is there, so there is no order pair which is starting with 2. So with that condition, easily we can say that it is reflexive. Sorry, it is symmetric and transitive. So option C, symmetric and transitive, is the right answer, children. Okay, so a very easy question. So if you know the basics of these topics, easily we can select the answer. So next one, so function f is from real number to real number. So f of x is given, so they're asking us to find out f inverse of x here. Okay, so the step is very simple. So f inverse of x is equal to it is nothing but g of y, children. Okay, so g of y. How do you find g of y? So take y is equal to 2x plus 6 and solve for x. So if you solve for x, so 2x is equal to y minus 6. So x is equal to y by 2 minus 6 by 2. You get it? That is nothing but y by 2 minus 3, right? So this is what your g of y. So but that you are going to consider as f inverse of x. So f inverse of x is equal to, so now convert everything in terms of x. So you get x by 2 minus 3, x by 2 minus 3. And yeah, so look at option A. So option A is x by 2 minus 3 is there. So we can easily choose option A as the right answer. Okay, next one. So now this is question number 2. So if you observe the pattern, it's actually first one is question number 1 from paper 1, and question number 1 from paper 2, and question number 1 from paper 3. So three questions we discussed, only the first questions from all the three paper. So this is how I'm going to discuss the remaining questions, children. Okay. So the next question. So next question is sin inverse x is equal to theta. Then what is the principal value branch of sine inverse, the principal value branch of sine inverse x, where is this? Then the range of sine inverse x. Sorry, the question I am not reading it correctly. So now the range of sine inverse x. So what is the range of sine inverse x? It is nothing but minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, right? So option A, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Option A is the right answer, children. Okay, so it's simple, direct one. So there is a table in the inverse trigonometry functions. So if you learn that, easily you will get to know what it is. So next one. So now match the column 1 and column 2. So please understand, it is not the actual match the following. Okay, it's actually MCQ. Under MCQ we have match the following. So when you are solving this, you have to be very careful. Sometimes the answers will be directly like this. Okay, so one example is this problem itself, children. Okay, the domain of second inverse x is directly they have given. So this is the domain of second inverse x. So A1. So these two are direct answers. Okay, so after that, the range of cosec inverse x. The range of cosec inverse x is this, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except 0. And the range of cot inverse x is this. So A3, sorry, A1, 2, 3, A1, 2, 3, A1, 2, 3, yeah. So look at option C, A1, B2, and so B3 and C2. So option C is the right answer, children. Okay, so you just need to know that table, that's it, Kando. Okay, so easily we'll do it. Next one, the principal value branch of second inverse x. The principal value branch of second inverse x is nothing but the range of second inverse x, children. Okay, so it is directly we can choose option D, 0 to pi except pi by 2. So be very careful, because option B is also similar, but it is actually a round bracket. So that's why we are not going with that. So option D, 0 to pi except pi by 2 is the right answer. Next, the product. Okay, next question number 3. So now the first question from model paper. So model paper 1. So if you see this, the product of matrix A and B is equal to diagonal matrix. They have found out A cross B, and they got diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Okay, now you need to know the definition of diagonal matrix. Okay, why I am saying this, because with respect to the definition of diagonal matrix, this problem is designed. Okay, now how it is now diagonal matrix in the sense a square matrix which has only diagonal elements is called as diagonal matrix. Okay, so here we will have only square matrix. So for square matrix, you know that the row and a column will be same, right? So m is equal to n, children. So m cross n will be there. So m is equal to n. So to do that, here let's write the order of this one B matrix. It is 2 cross 3. Okay, so to perform matrix multiplication, A has to end with 2 columns, right? So look at this. Now to get the diagonal matrix, so this is actually 3. So now the same thing will come up here. So this is actually 3 cross 3, right? So now they're asking us to find out the order of matrix A. So easily we get to know that the order of matrix A is actually 3 cross 2. So let's go with option C. 3 cross 2 is the right answer, children. Okay, so some of these basic elements are very important, and once you get that, easily you can solve any number of questions here. Okay, next one. So question number 3 from paper 2. So this is the matrix, and they are saying it is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix are very simple with respect to the diagonal element. This and this two will be equal. So this and these two will be, this and this two will be equal. So now we can easily equate these two. 2b is equal to 3. So what is b? So b is equal to 3 by 2, and 3a is equal to minus 2. So now these two elements are equated. So a is equal to minus 2 by 3. So what we can conclude here, A is minus 2 by 3 and B is this. So option A, minus 2 by 3 comma 3 by 2 is the right answer, children. Okay, next one. So now if matrix has 13 elements, then the total number of possible different order of matrices. So 13, it's a composite, sorry, it's a prime number. So it has only two factors, 1 into 13 and 13 into 1. So it has only two ways. So option B, two ways we can arrange those 13 elements. So option B is the right answer. Okay, now we are done with the question number 3. Now we are moving on to question number 4. So they're asking us to find out, now this is from determinants. Okay, so they're asking us to find out what is the determinant of adjoint of A. So determinant of so we have a formula, right? So determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A to the power n minus 1. So this is the formula. Now very simple. Okay, so they have given 2 cross 2 matrix for us. Let's find the magnitude of A for this. So what is magnitude of A? So 5 pi is 25 minus 0. That is nothing but 25, right? So this is 25 whole to the power n minus 1. So n is, in this case, it is 2. So 2 cross 2, right? So it is 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer is 25 itself. So option A, 25 is the answer, children. Okay, so very simple. So you need to know this formula. That's it. Okay. Next, and A and B are invertible matrices for the same order, such that AB is equal to 8 and determinant of A is equal to 2, and they're asking us to find out determinant of B. Simple sum. So let's take determinant of AB is equal to, this is the formula. Okay, determinant of A into determinant of B, children. Okay, so this is one basic formula you need to know. After this, it's very simple. So this value is given, it is 8, and this value is given, it is 2, and this is determinant of B. So determinant of B is equal to, so it is 4, right? So option what? Option A. Option A, 4 is the answer, children. Okay, so once you know the idea, okay, so everything you can solve like very quickly. So you need to know the formula and the concept behind that, children. Okay, so I'm going to solve the next sum, fourth sum in the question paper 3. Now they have asked us to find out the x value in the determinant. So cross multiply. So 3 ones are 3. So 3 ones are 3 minus x square is equal to 3 ones are 3 minus 8. So 3 cancel, minus cancel. So x square is equal to 8 and x is equal to plus or minus 2 root 2, right? So option B, plus or minus 2 root 2 is the right answer. Okay, so next question. Next question is question number 5. This is from differentiation. So now let's discuss the paper number 1 question. So they have asked us to find out the differentiation of this. So very simple one. Okay, now dy by dx is equal to a to the power x. Differentiation is a to the power x into log a, right? So this is a direct differentiation, a to the power x into log a, plus now x to the power a, okay. Now when it comes to x to the power a, it is nothing but x to the power n itself, children. Okay, so don't get confused with this. It is nothing but x to the power n. Instead of n, we have a. So what is x to the power n formula? It is a into x to the power a minus 1, right? So if you add n, you would have written n into x to the power n minus 1. So instead of n, we have a. So a into x to the power a minus 1 plus, look at this, a to the power a. A to the power a, in the sense it's actually one of the constants. So constant to the power constant. Now for example, if I take 10 to the power 10, so 10 to the power 10 is actually a number. So the differentiation of number is actually 0. So we are not going to do anything. So if you observe these, look at option C. Option C is the right answer. Okay, so you'll be thinking there's something else is given along with log, right? That is nothing but the base of a log. Okay, so it's nothing but e. So there's nothing to worry. So easily you can, identify the answer here. So option C, a to the power x log a plus ax to the power a minus 1 is the right answer, children. Okay. Next one. So second question, they're asking us the greatest integer function, and they're asking a few properties of greatest integer function. So remember, so greatest integer function. So this is how the graph of a greatest integer function looks like. Okay. So this is also called as step unit function, children. Okay. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So now at the integral number, at original number 1, 2, 3, minus 1. So at these points, it's actually discontinuous, children. Okay. So remember, so greatest integer function is discontinuous at its integral point. Okay. So wherever we have integers, these negative, the standard numbers what we have, okay, that is called as integrals. Okay. So see, it's not integration. So it is not, integral is nothing but a number. Okay. So wherever we have a full number, so there it's actually discontinuous. So look at option A. Option A is the right answer. So without looking at any of these answers, easily we can pick option A is the right answer. So discontinuous only for integral x. Okay. Apart from that, from 1.1, 1.01 to 1.99, it is actually continuous. So from only that 1 and 2 are, it is discontinuous. So option A is the right answer. Next one, question number 5 from paper 3. So f of x is given, it is mod x minus 3, and they're asking us to find out f dash of x at x is equal to 3 children. So you know that it is a positive value, right? So in that case, the f dash of x, so f dash of x becomes 1 at x is equal to 3. Even this remains same 1. So the answer is option B. 1 is the right answer. Very simple one. Next one. So choose the statement that is not true. Okay. Be very careful while choosing this. So it is actually not true. So now they're asking us to find out which is not true. That means false, right? So from the options given below, so every polynomial function is continuous. Yes, of course it is true. Every polynomial function is continuous. So that is correct. Every rational function is continuous. Yeah, that is also true. Every rational function, if you consider it, is actually continuous. Every differentiable function is continuous. So there is a condition, that is, if the function is continuous, okay, it need not to be differentiable. But if the function is differentiable, it has to be continuous. Okay, they're saying every differentiable function is continuous. Yes, this is true. Okay, so option C is also correct. Now look at option D. Every continuous function is differentiable. It need not to be children. Okay, so every continuous function is differentiable. It need not to be. Example, our mod x function itself is the biggest example. Okay, so with respect to that, we can easily choose option D. This is the wrong statement, but here in our question, this is the right answer. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Next one. So the derivative of e to the power log x. So very simple one. So use log property here. So so now y is equal to e to the power log x, the base e. Okay, so when it is like this, so we can cancel log and d. So we get y is equal to x ln. So now if you differentiate this, we end up getting dy by dx is equal to 1. So dy by dx is equal to 1. Option C. 1 is C is the 1 is the right answer. Okay. So next one, question number 6 from paper 3. They're asking us to find out dy by dx for this such a big one. There's nothing to worry. Okay, so don't use differentiation for this. If you want to do it quickly, there is a shortcut, children. So just use the shortcut. So what I want you to do is just substitute sine theta in place of x. So if you substitute sine theta in place of x, so you get, so y is equal to sine inverse of sine theta plus sine inverse of root of 1 minus sine square theta, you get it. Okay, so now here sine inverse and this gets cancelled out. So y is equal to theta plus, and this is actually sine inverse of cos square theta, you will get it. It is under root, so square and the root gets cancelled out. You get cos theta. Okay, so now let's use allied angle here. So if you use allied angle, so y is equal to theta plus sine inverse of, this can be taken as sine pi by 2 minus theta, children. Okay, so the minute you see pi by 2 minus theta, now it easily we can sine inverse and sine gets cancelled out. So y is equal to theta plus pi by 2 minus theta, we get it. Okay, now easily we can cancel minus theta and plus theta. So we end up getting only pi by 2 control. Okay, so now this is the function actually. So we reduce the function to pi by 2. Now what is the differentiation of this? So dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to, so 0 is the right answer. So option C, 0 is the answer. Okay, now if you follow the actual method, you get differentiation only, but there is a high chance that you go wrong. So instead of that, this is actually easiest method. So follow this to get this answer. Okay, next one. So let C be the circumference and A be the area of circle. So statement 1 is the rate of change of area with respect to radius is equal to C. C is nothing but circumference. Okay, the rate of change of area with respect to diameter is equal to C by 2. That is circumference by 2. Okay, let's see that. The first one is rate of change of area with respect to, okay, so now area formula is what? So area formula is area is equal to pi r square, right? So now let's differentiate this. So dA by dr. So dA by dr is equal to pi into, so 2r, you get it. So the answer is 2 pi r. That is nothing but c only, no? Yeah, so perimeter itself, right? So 2 pi r is the perimeter of a circle. So we got, after the differentiation, the rate of change of area with respect to radius. So we got perimeter itself. So we can say that statement 1 is correct. So this is correct, right? So very nice question. So remember, so very tactically, they have designed this question. They're asking us to check whether rate of change of area is equal to circumference. Of course, it is circumference. So statement 1 is correct. Now let's check the second one. Okay, so the diameter. So rate of change of diameter. Let's take the formula. So we know that radius is equal to diameter divided by 2, right? So now if you take diameter is equal to, so 2r is the formula. Okay. Now if I differentiate, a is equal to pi r square is the formula. Now area is equal to, r is nothing but d by 2. So this becomes pi d square by 4, children, right? Area. So now I have not taken the rate of change of area. I have taken only area. So area is actually pi d square by 4. I got it. Okay. Now let's differentiate this. If you differentiate, we get dA by dd. Okay, so I'll take capital D like this. So pi by 4 is constant. So 2d, d square differentiation is 2d. So 2 and this 2 gets cancelled out. I'm going to write here. So dA by dd, capital D, is equal to, what do we get? Pi d divided by 2. So pi d is nothing but circumference itself, right? Okay, I'll just show you in terms of radius. So pi, so d is what? D is equal to 2r. So 2r divided by 2, that is nothing but circumference only, no? C by 2. Wow, very nice question this is. Okay, so circumference by 2. So even the second statement is correct then. Okay, so you need to know very basic topic out of this. So both statements are correct. So we can easily choose both statements are correct. Option C is the right answer. Okay, so very nice question. You need to know the in-depth of rate measure concept. Okay, only then you will be able to do this. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Next question is the total revenue. So this is very simple. Find out R dash. So if you find R dash is equal to R dash of X, no? R dash of X is equal to 6X plus 36, right? So now R dash of 15 is 90 plus 36. So 126, right? 126, yeah, option D. Option D is the answer. Okay, next. The minimum value of mod x, so it's a very simple one. So mod x, you know that the mod x functions will give, so mod x functions will give all the negative to positive. So in this case, the minimum value it gives is actually 0, right? So direct question, okay. So you need to know the concept once again. So 0 is the answer. So option A, so 0 is the answer. Next, the function f of x is equal to a to the power x increasing, okay. So if you take a to the power x is nothing but exponential function. So y is equal to a to the power x. So y dash is equal to a to the power x into log a, right? So now understand this. Now they're asking increasing, right? So a to the power x log a has to be greater than 0. So only then we can say that f dash of x is a positive, right? So this one can be possible when log a will be always positive, right? So we get a to the power x greater than 0. So when a to the power x greater than 0, that is possible only when a value will be greater than 0. So look at all other options. It's actually not satisfying. So let's go with option D, children. So a greater than 1 is the right answer. So a greater than 1. Even 0 cannot be the answer. Okay. So even first option, we feel that option A is also right, but that cannot be the answer. So here option D, a greater than 1 is the right answer. Next, the absolute maximum value of the function f of x is equal to x cube. So absolute maximum value. So we have to substitute these two itself. So now if you substitute, you get 8. So option D, 8 is the answer. Just substitute 2 there. Okay, so 2 cube is 8, right? So the answer is 8 there. Okay, next one. So the rate of change of area of circle with respect to radius when r is equal to 4 centimeter is. Okay, let's take so area is equal to pi r square. Now let's find out dA by dr they asked, right? So with respect to radius, so it is 2 pi r, we get it. So now if you substitute r is 4 centimeters, so it is 8 pi centimeter square per centimeter. So pi centimeters, this is given. Only answer 8 is needed. So option C is the right answer. Okay, so very simple, direct question it is. Next, so the antiderivative of 1 by x root of x square minus 1. So very nice question. Please don't get confused with this one. Okay, x root of x square minus 1 is equal to, it's actually secant inverse x plus c is the answer. Okay, but now we'll be wondering, why they have not given that answer in the option. Okay, so that option is not there because there is one more formula, that is integration of minus x divided by x root of x square minus 1. In this case, this becomes cosec inverse x plus c, right? Okay, but in this case they have not given this minus. So they have not given this minus, so this minus can be shifted, it can be shiftable to the right hand side. So minus cosec inverse x we have in this option. So look at option C. So minus cosec inverse x plus c is the answer. Okay, so is this the only answer? No, children. Okay, even secant inverse x plus c can also be the answer, but it's not there in the option. That is why we are going for option C. So minus cosec inverse x plus c is the right answer. Okay, so direct one. Next one, so integration. So let's do that. So let's split them. Okay, so it is so 2 by cos square x minus 3 sin x divided by cos x into cos x. So once you take it like in this format, now it is simple. Okay, now take the reciprocal. So if you take reciprocal, this becomes 2 secant square x dx minus 3 tan x into secant x dx. Okay, so now if you calculate the integration for this, it is 2 tan x minus 3 secant x plus c. So option what? 2 tan x minus 3 secant x. 2 tan x minus 3 secant x. Yeah, look at option A. Option A is the right answer. Okay, so this split and integrate, easily will get the answer. Question number 9. So once again splitting. So split this. So once you split, you get 1 by root x minus x by root x. So once you take it like this, now take this to the numerator. So this becomes x to the power minus half, right? And minus x to the power half, right? So integration dx. So this becomes x to the power minus half plus 1 is nothing but half divided by 1 by half. So 1 by 2. So that's nothing but this only. Minus x to the power 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So this is the answer. What is the answer? So 2 root x minus 2 by 3 x to the power 3 by 2 plus c. So do we have this option 2 root x plus 2, not plus, minus 2 root x. Option B. Look at option B. This is the final answer, children. Okay. Next, find the value of x to the power 99. So now don't sit and integrate this one. Okay, so very simple. Now when we have same limit in the numerator, in the limit, okay, in the sense the opposite sign, minus a to a. So use property number 7. So now x to the power 99. If you this is what your f of x, and if you substitute f of minus x, this becomes minus x to the power 99. And you know that if you multiply minus x 99 times, you end up getting minus x to the power 99. So that is nothing but what? Minus f of x. Correct, children? So in this case, this is an odd function. So integration of odd function is when minus a to a. So this is actually 0. Okay, so directly you can choose without doing integration. So option C, 0 is the answer. Okay, so you need to know formulas and how to apply is also very important. Okay, next, so question number 10, paper 2 questions. 1 by 1 plus x square integration is actually tan inverse x, right? Sorry, so tan inverse x with limit 1 to root 3. So tan inverse of root 3 minus tan inverse of 1. So what is tan inverse of root 3? It is actually pi by 3, 60 degree, right? So 60 degree minus tan inverse of 1 is 45 degree, pi by 4. Yeah. So if you solve this, you get 4, 3, 4 is a 12. So pi by 12, children. So option D, look at option D. Pi by 12 is the answer. Okay, next question number, the last one in question number 10. So integration of sine square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2. So if you take minus common, this is what you get it, right? So integration, sorry. So integration 0 to pi, I'll take minus common. If you take minus common, you get cos square x by 2 minus sine square x by 2. Cos square x by 2 minus sine square x by 2. So this is actually 0 to pi minus cos x formula, children. Okay, so cos 2x formula, but since it is half angle, we can take cos x. So integration of cos x is now. First of all, look at this. There is one minus. So let's use the property and we'll interchange the limits. So pi to 0, integration of cos x dx. Integration of cos x is nothing but sin x with the limits pi 0. So sin 0 is 0 minus sin pi is also 0. The answer is 0. So what we can choose here? Yeah, option A. 0 is the answer. Okay, so you need to know some of these basic stuff. So please learn these carefully and solve. Next, question number 11. So paper 1 question. Okay, now this is a parallelogram law of vector addition, children. So that is very important. So now if you see the vectors, you will get to know vector AB plus vector BC is equal to vector AC is the question. So vector AB plus vector BC is equal to vector AC. So vector AB is given, it is minus 2A and this is plus 3B is equal to vector AC. This is what they asked, no? Yeah, vector AC. So vector, so let's write minus 2A, 3B. Yeah, so 3B vector minus 2A vector. So this is the answer, right? So look at option B. 3B minus 2A is the right answer. Okay. So you need to know parallelogram law of vector addition to solve this. So apart from that, rest of all, it's very simple steps. Okay. Easily you will get it. Next. So question number 11, statement 1. So if either a magnitude of A is equal to 0 or magnitude of B is equal to 0, then the dot product of two vector is equal to 0. So if any one of the vector is 0, so that means the dot product of two vectors is also 0, right? So it is a scalar product. So yeah, of course, this is statement 1 is true. Okay. Next, look at statement 2. So if A cross B is equal to 0, if A cross B is equal to 0, then A and B are perpendicular. So this is one of the absolute wrong statement. Why? Because to define the cross product of two vectors, all the vectors have to be perpendicular. So whatever the vectors, so now if it is vector A and vector B, the cross product of vector B is this. So this has to be perpendicular to these two. So not perpendicular, right? So this cannot be 0, right? So A cross B cannot be is equal to 0 when it is perpendicular. So this can be when it is parallel, of course. So if it is a parallel vector, so for this, we cannot find out the cross product. So here statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Which one is that? Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Yeah, option A itself is the correct answer. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Yeah, correct. Yeah, option A is the right answer. Next one. So in a vector addition, which of the following is not true? So if you take two vectors, A, B, and C. Okay, so now let's take it like this. So now this, and this. So vector AB plus vector BC is equal to vector AC, right? Vector AC. Okay, so this is the actual format by using parallelogram or less a triangle law of vector addition. So we can write it as vector AB plus vector BC minus vector AC is equal to 0, right? So now, do we have this option? Vector AB plus, look at option B. This is correct. Okay, this is correct. But in this case, it's not true, which is wrong. Okay, so AC can also be written as AC can also be written as minus CA by changing the direction. So if I take it to this side, then becomes AB plus BC minus of minus CA, right? Minus CA is equal to 0. So this becomes positive. So option A is also correct. Now look at question number D. So option number D. So here AB, instead of BC they have taken minus AB, so that is correct. So plus CA is that is also correct. So here option D is the wrong answer, children. Okay, because they have given minus CA, so minus CA cannot be the answer, because look at here itself. Okay, when you take minus CA, so it's actually minus into minus, it becomes plus. So by taking that condition, option C is the wrong statement, but in this case that is the right answer. Okay, next question number 12. So the direction ratios of the vector joining P and Q. So it's P and OQ is given. So vector PQ. So vector PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. Okay, this minus this. So minus 1, minus 2, it is minus 3 I cap. Minus 2, minus 5j cap. And this minus that. So it is plus 4k cap. So now what are the direction ratios, right? So direction ratio dr. So it is minus 3, minus 5 and 4. So what is the answer here? Minus 3, minus 5 and 4. Option A is the right answer, right? So option A, minus 3, minus 5 and minus 4. So this is how they asked us to find out the component of ijk. That's it. So we got it. So option A is the right answer. Next one. So question number 12 from paper number 2. So okay, so magnitude of A dot B. Okay, so we know the dot product of two vectors, right? So A dot B is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Cos theta is the formula. Cos theta is the formula. Now look at this. It's actually minus, right? So they have got minus here, children. So that means they have taken one of the angle so that the answer is negative. So cos is negative. Cos is negative plus 1 here and it is minus 1 here, correct? What are the angle we get it? So 0 and this is 180, 360. So yeah, so these are the angles that we get it, right? Now look at the options. We have pi, right? So cos is negative when the angle is 180 degree. So let's go with this. So option C, pi is the answer, children. Okay. So how I got to know? So look at this. It's negative. So cos, because this is the formula, right? So cos of what angle is negative? So pi by 3 is not negative. Pi by 2 is not negative. Pi by 4 is not negative. So now there's only one angle, that is pi. So cos pi is negative. So that is actually suiting the answer. So I'm just going with that. Next one, assertion and reasoning. Two vectors, this vector and this vectors are collinear. Of course, they are in the ratio. Let's see that. So it is 2 divided by 2 by minus 6 is equal to minus 1 divided by 3 is equal to 2 divided by minus 6. So all are there in the 1 by 3 ratio, right? So that is also correct. And if two vectors are A and B are collinear, A is equal to lambda times of B, where lambda is belongs to real number. Of course, both the statements are correct. So what is the answer? A is true and R is true. Option D, A is true, R is true. Both A and R are correct, children. Okay. Next one. So now the Cartesian equation of the line. So x minus 5 by 3, y plus 4 by 7, and z minus 6 by 2. So writing A vector and B vector is very important in this. So now vector A is what? So vector A is equal to 5 I cap minus 4j cap plus 6k cap. Okay, and vector B is 3 I cap plus 7j cap plus 2k cap. So writing these two is very important. After that, it's very simple. So choose where is 5i minus 4j plus 6k. 372. So look at option C. Option C is the right answer, children. Okay, there's nothing difficulty in this. So direct question it is. So option C is the right answer. Okay, next one. The direction ratio of x-axis. Direction ratio of x-axis. Of course, option C is the right answer. No, so k is 0 0. So if they ask y-axis, then it is 0 k 0, and if they ask z-axis, it is 0 0 k is the answer. So simple one. So 13th is simple. Yeah. So next one, direction makes angle with pi by 2, 3 pi by 4, and pi by 4 with x y z axis. So what is the direction cosine? So simple one. The formulas are LMN. So L is equal to cos alpha. Cos alpha is pi by 2. M is equal to cos 3 pi by 4. That is 135 degree. So 135 degree only I'll take. And this is the N is equal to cos 45 degree. 45, no? Yeah, 45. So this is cos 90 is 0, and this is cos in the second quadrant is negative. So cos 90 plus 45. Sine 45, this is minus 1 by root 2, and this is 1 by root 2. So 0 minus 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. 0 minus 1 by root 2. Option A. Look at option A. So option A is the right answer, children. Okay, so this is the formula. L is equal to cos alpha, M is equal to cos beta, and N is equal to cos gamma is the formula. So easily you will get this. Next. So two cards, question number 14, first question. So two cards are drawn at random and without replacement. So without replacement is very important for us. Okay, so without replacement. Now from a pack of 52 playing cards, find the probability that both are black cards. So when it comes to this, so be very careful. So first you have to see whether it is replacement with replacement or without replacement. Now they're saying it's with replacement. So with replacement, right? So without the replacement. Okay, so probability of getting first card is 26 out of so probability of getting first black card is 26 out of 52 times. 52 times, right? So this is the probability of getting first black card. Now without a replacement. So now for the second attempt, so we will not have one. So one card will be less, and out of 51, we choose how much 25. So 25 cards will be available. So this is ones are twos are. So 1 by 2 into 25 by 51. So it is 25 by 1 or 2, right? So 25 by 1 or 2. Yeah, option C. Look at option C. Option C is the answer, children. Okay, simple one. So you just need to know the concept behind this. Next, so P of A is 1 by 2, P of B is 0. Then what is B bar A? So B given that A, right? So P of B given that A is equal to, so P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Yeah. So so now, since so they have not given this value, okay, so P of A given that B, so A intersection B is not given. Since P of P of B is 0, the intersection value will be 0, right? So this is 0 divided by P of A is 1 by 2. So any number 0 by any number is 0. So the answer is so don't get confused with this. Answer is 0, children. Okay, so it's not defined. The answer is 0. So option B is the right answer. Okay, so next one. So probability of solving a problem independently by A and B are 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 respectively. If both try to solve the problem, then the probability that exactly one of them solves the problem. So probability of one of them solves the problem is P of A intersection B, right? So P of A intersection B is the actual condition. Since it is independent events, P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B. So P of A is how much? So P of A is 1 by 2. Next, this is 1 by 3. So the answer is 1 by 6 is the answer. So option A, 1 by 6 is the right answer, children. Okay. Next, so Question number 15. So A and B are two events such that P of A is 1 by 2, P of A union B is 3 by 5. So they're asking us to find out what is P of B. And this is also a very important line. So A and B are mutually exclusive events. So when A and B are mutually exclusive events, this is P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B becomes 0. Okay, so this is one of your grade 11 topics. So when it is mutually exclusive event, P of A intersection B is equal to 0. So with that condition, let's take P of A union B. A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. So what is this? This is 3 by 5 is equal to P of A is 1 by 2 plus this is Q. So Q is equal to 3 by 5 minus 1 by 2. So this, so it is 2, 2, and it is 5 and 5. So 6 minus 5, it is 1 by 10. Yeah, so 1 by 10. So option B, 1 by 10 is the answer, children. Okay, so very simple one. So remember this mutually exclusive event, so that rest of all you can easily solve. Okay, so next, so two balls are drawn at random with replacement. With the replacement. Okay, so let's mark this with the replacement. Okay, so from a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. Okay, so then probability both are red. Okay, so now simple one with replacement, right? So probability of getting red ball is actually how many balls are there? So it is 8 plus 10, so 18. How many red in that? 8. So 8 by 18. Since it is with replacement, so we get same amount of balls once again. So it is 8 by 18 only, children. Okay, so reduce it to lowest form and multiply them. So it is 4 and 9 and 4 and 9. So 4 4s are 16 by 9 9s are 81. So 16 by 81. 16 by 81. Yeah, option B. 16 by 81 is the answer. Okay. And last one in the MCQ. So P of E is 0.6, P of F is 0.3, and P of E intersection F is 0.2. What is E bar F? So probability of F given that E is equal to probability of E intersection F divided by P of E. So is equal to E intersection F is 0.2, right? So 0.2 divided by this is 0.6. Ones are, threes are 1 by 3. Yeah. So 1 by 3. Option C is the right answer, children. Okay. So that's about MCQs. So now we have fill in the blanks. So let's discuss further. This is fill in the blanks. So same like MCQ, children. I have taken each fill in the blanks for each question. Okay. Now question number 16 to 20 is actually your fill in the blanks. Now for question number 16, there are 3 questions, 17, 3, 18, 3, like this, 15 questions we are going to discuss now. Okay, so let's see that. So the first one, so xy is equal to 81, then dy by dx at x is equal to 9 is, okay. So let's do this. Xy is equal to 81, right? So now x into dy by dx plus y into 1 is equal to 81, difference is 0. Okay, so x dy by dx is equal to minus y. So dy by dx is equal to minus y by x, correct? So now when x is equal to 9, substitute here. So 9y is equal to 81, right? So y is also 9. So y is also 9. Now they're asking us to find out dy by dx at x is equal to 9. So this is minus 9 by 9. So the answer is minus 1. So minus 1, where is the minus 1? Yeah, option minus 1 is the answer for this. Okay. Yeah. So next question. Next question is d by dx of 3x to the power x. Okay. So now let's y is equal to 3x to the power x. So now take log on both sides. So log y is equal to log 3 plus what is this? X log x, right? So log x to the power x, you get it? This is actually that 3 markers, so function to the power function, so that one. Now let's differentiate this. So if you differentiate, we get so 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to log 3 differentiation is 0, and x into 1 by x plus log x, you get it. So dy by dx is equal to y of these two gets cancels out, 1 plus log x, that is nothing but 3x to the power x of 1 plus log x. Okay, now if you substitute x is equal to 1, so you get so 3 1 to the power 1 1 plus log 1, so log 1 value is 0, so the answer is 3, right? So option 3 is the answer. Okay, so next one is y is equal to 3 cos x minus 5 sin x. Then what is d square y by dx square plus y? So now let's do that. Let's take y is equal to 3 cos x minus 5 sin x. Now dy by dx is what? It is minus 3 sin x minus 5 cos x. So this is first time differentiation. Now the second differentiation is d square y by dx square. So minus 3 cos x plus 5 sin x, right? So minus of minus will become plus. Now if you add this plus this, okay, so this plus this, you get this and this gets cancels out, this and this gets cancels out, you get so 0. So 0 is the answer for this children. Okay, so these three, question number 16, so 3 questions we discussed, so it's all differentiation questions. Okay, so easily you can solve this. So next one is absolute maxima, so application of derivative questions. They have given 0 and 2, so f of x is equal to x square. So now if you substitute to 2, you get 4, right? So direct answer is 4 for this. Okay, next one, so the minimum value of f of x is equal f of x mod x plus 2 minus 1. Now you know that mod x, the minimum value of mod x is actually 0, so mod x plus 2 is also 0. So when you substitute x is equal to minus 2, so when this is equal to 0, the minimum value will be minus 1, right? So minus 1 is the answer, children. Okay, so next one, the number of points of local maxima and local minimum of the function f of x is this. So number of points in the sense it is nothing but critical points. So let's take this. So f dash of x will find out for this. Okay, so this is 3x square minus 3x. Now if you take f dash of x is equal to 0, so you get 3x square minus 3x is equal to 0. So x square minus x is equal to 0. So x of x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So now there are two critical points. That means there are 2 points where 2 is there, no? So 2, yeah. So the number of points of local maxima and local minima. Yes, so there are only 2 points. So that is at 0 and 1, children. So that is simple one. Next one, so m and n are respectively at the order and degree. Okay, m is nothing but m is equal to order and n is equal to, n is what? Degree. So degree. So what is m minus n they're asking. So this equation if you consider, so the order is 2, right? So order is 2 and the degree is also 2. So what we can conclude, so 2 minus 2 is equal to, so 0. So option 0 is the answer. Okay, this is the fill in the blank, so you just have to choose from that. Okay, next one, so find the number of arbitrary constant in the particular solution of the differential equation of third order is. Okay, remember if they ask you particular solution, in that case the number of arbitrary constant will be 0. Okay, so the number of arbitrary constant in the particular solution is 0, and in the general solution it directly proportional to the order of the differential equation. Okay, so now if they say third order, the answer is 3. So if they say fourth order, the answer is 4 when it is a general solution. When it is a particular solution, so remember this statement. So when it is a particular solutions, in that case the number of arbitrary constant is 0. Okay, so 0 is the answer for this. Next, the number of arbitrary constant in the general solution of a differential equation. So let's highlight a general solution. So as I told you earlier, so when it comes to general solution, so the number of arbitrary constant will be equal to the order of the differential equation. Okay, differential equation of third order. So third order in this sense, the answer is 3, children. Okay, so in this case the answer is 3. Okay, next, so question number 19. So it's about vectors, right? So collinear vectors. So simple one. Here, what is this? The value of lambda for which this and okay, there's a and here. Okay, and these vectors are collinear. So 2I cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Okay, and we'll multiply this minus 4I cap plus lambda j cap minus lambda 8k cap. So if you write in the ratio, so 2 by minus 4 is equal to minus 3 by lambda is equal to 4 by this is what minus 8 lambda. So we will take these two. So 2 lambda is equal to 4 3s are 12. So lambda is equal to what? Lambda is equal to 6, no? So lambda value is equal to 6. So do we have this option? Yeah, 6 is there. So 6 is the answer, children. Okay, so we just have tried in the ratio format. Okay, next one, the scalar product of this into this is equal to minus 10. So now lambda into this is the 3 lambda. This is minus 4 plus 21 is equal to minus 10. Okay, so now 3 lambda. Is it plus or minus? I think this is minus. It's because 7 3. This is minus. This is minus. So minus 25 is equal to minus 10. So 3 lambda is equal to 25. This is 15, right? So lambda is equal to 15 divided by 3 is 1. So 5 is the answer. So where is 5? So 5 is the answer. Next, so the projection of vector with respect to y only. Okay, in that case, what is y vector? You see this here, minus 2. So minus 2 is the answer. Okay, so if they ask you x axis, in that case 1 is the answer. If they ask you z axis, in that case plus 2 is the answer. So in this case projection, it is minus 2. Okay, next. Question number 21. So the f be the event of sample space, then P of S bar S given that F. So P of S given that F is equal to probability of S intersection F divided by P of F. So you know that S intersection F, the common element between S and F is F only, right? So P of F. So F divided by P of F. So these two answers are divisible. So the answer is 1. Okay. Next. So A and B are independent events. Then what is P of A intersection B? So A intersection B is equal to P of A, that is 3 by 5 into 5 by 10. So 5 1s are 5 2s are. So 3 by 5 2s are 10. They're asking us to find out K value. So in place of K, we have 3 by K. So if you see this, K value is 10. So option 10 is the answer. Okay, and now question number 20, this question. So A and B are two events such that A is a subset of B and P of A is not equal to 0. Then what is B given that A? So A is a subset of B. So here B is a bigger set. Inside this, we have set A. So when you find out P of A intersection B, so of course you get P of A, right? Because A is a subset of B. So A is a smaller set here. So when you are finding out, so P of B bar A, so you get P of A intersection B, so divided by P of A. So this is P of A divided by P of A. The answer is 1. So 1 is the answer. Okay, so that's it from my end. I hope this video is useful, children. Right from question number 1 to question number 20 of all the 3 papers I have explained very clearly in this video. So if you find this video is useful, so please share it with your friends and ask them to watch this video so that even they will get benefit out of this. So that's it from my end. I'll see you in the next video, children. So thank you so much.